They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Might be changing the route. They'll go to the ground, finding open areas. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up. We're predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
gets it out quickly. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And the Canes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Johnson looking to throw. Buying some time. Got some room in at the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, and now you got another chance, 1st and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold them to a field goal.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The Noles are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? To the air, it's Applewhite. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the turning it on.
The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's flying. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And it's no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a crease to the left. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
A lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida, Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great, the lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
To the air. It's Applewhite. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Noles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The offense changing the play. On the run, it's Pringle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Johnson wants to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He just threw it away. I get not wanting to throw an interception, but you'd think he might want to keep that play alive.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Snagged in the middle. It's Webster. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball to the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the 1st down.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is
breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The give to Davis. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He wants to change this route. Johnson looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
On 1st down from their own 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. At the 40, there he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Horton. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Canes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
Really good job by the defense, taking away the inside, making him bounce. The only thing that could have been better about this run is if the running back would have actually been man enough to stay in bounds and take the hit. We would have loved that. Come on, man, stay in bounds.
They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he made the extra point without problem. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride Davis here. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They booted away. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Johnson wants to throw it. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Scored right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Applewhite. Got his man quickly. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Wide open downfield. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Knowles. They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 51 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10.
Pace, 27, jump, ready, go.
They'll run it to the right. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Johnson looking to throw. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Lofton. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
Let's go, let's go.
Trying to bully their way in. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Motion from the wideout. On the move, it's Webster. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They punted away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Horton. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
He breaks a tackle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback making adjustments. He tries to take the top off. Touchdown, Miami! They move on top here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter. Now you're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just 1 over Boston College. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Throws to the tight end. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
He'll get rid of it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Offense with jumbo personnel. Making side adjustments here. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11th.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Right on the money. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Webster. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The give to Davis. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Hand off to the fullback. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the little key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
Caught. And the Seminoles are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Pocket breaking down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. Because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Looking for a huge play. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On fourth down, looking to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take us over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Now the toss. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a two-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
All right, you know what the offense is trying to accomplish. They're trying to run that clock, so we got to find a way to get the stop here, not let them eke out more of the clock as we're going along so we can get the ball back to the offense and get back in this game and maybe try to go win this thing.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to pound it in. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know.
Converts on 4th down, still going. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw is not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And this offense, man, they're just desperate. Like, late in the football game, you're down. They've got to push the ball down the field. They've got to find some explosive plays. And they found one, Jesse, but for the defense.
The 4 verticals has a better chance of working earlier in the game when it's close, but when you're trailing by a lot and the defense knows you have to throw it, just sending 4 guys running in a straight line down the field, oftentimes not a tremendous play call.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Going to take a shot at this DB. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's going
to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. define